guess what? There's a new No Prep series starting this year. It's called the World Series of No Prep. It's a point series, but somebody will be crowned king at the end. It is designed to find out who is the baddest motherfucker in No Prep. This series does not endorse the sissy mentality. This series is to prove without bias, with as few restrictions as possible, to find out who is the baddest of the baddest. Do you have what it takes to compete in this series? Go check out World Series of No Prep event page on Facebook for all the details and rules. See you there.
What up? It's Monday. Who's late? You're late.
Hi.
Yeah, Mother Nature's a hoe this week. What's up, Abby? Thanks, John. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, it was a crappy weekend for racing. Motherfucker, you don't even come on here with your crying ass. I'm sending it to you right now. You better be on here in 30 seconds.
Who?
Duncan.
Oh. Screw him.
What's up, Robert? T-Bones, what's going on? Tom, where the hell you been? I better see you Friday. I can't think of the last time I saw you, man. Where you been hiding at? Clocked out in the house. What's up?
What up?
Appreciate you, Richard. Jeff, what's up, Bubba? How you doing?
How are
Mr.
you?
Limpy in the house. Limpster going to be in Ohio Friday. Hell yeah, Friday's going to be crazy. There's going to be a lot of gangsters there. See what I mean? Duncan ain't even brought his ass on here, crybaby.
That's all right. Leave him be. How are you today?
Living the dream, man.
Fun.
Somebody's dream.
I agree with that.
How about you?
I'm okay. Just been a little hectic today. Been raining all day.
Oh yeah, congratulations. Wish I could say the same, but I'm hoping I should be able to fire mine. Finally, should be able to fire mine this weekend.
Sweet.
Cincy Street Nights, Paul. They got a $10,000 small tire race, 16-car field. They got some killers. They got some absolute killers lined up. I'm gonna pull it up here, and we're gonna have Jason and a few of the racers on here after we do the recap.
Cool. Yeah, Friday looks like a good time. There's some hitters on that list.
There's some gangsters on that list. That's crazy.
Yep.
Got a full weekend starting Friday, Cincy Street Nights, and then Saturday, Magnolia for the rain out. Unfortunately, everybody got rained out. We were up here. World Series got rained out. The forecast looked great all the way up until it started raining. What do you do? It looked like it was going all the way across Indiana and Ohio all day, and then they said, Mother Nature said, not you either. Fuck you too. So everybody got rained out. At least you guys got, what, first round in?
Nope. We got all small tire done.
Yeah, we didn't put anybody on the track at all.
And I probably shouldn't have even sent the last pair of small tire down, but I did anyway, just because I was like, I got to get, because I didn't want a weird split, because obviously 2 cars hadn't gone yet and everybody else had. So, but they went down. I mean, no problem. I mean, it was raining decent, but it wasn't anything worrisome. But then, they said it was going to be a break for like 15 minutes. And we're like, okay, we'll hang out for 15 minutes, wait. And then all of a sudden, it like all hell broke loose. And it was flooding. There was lightning. I thought we were going to get electrocuted sitting under the tent. Thunder was louder than I've ever heard it. And I mean, it lasted like that for 3 hours. All of our merch is soaked. The inside of the trailer soaked. I had to ride home with the heated seat on because my entire body was soaked head to toe. I had to actually get naked in my garage before I went to my house. Like that's how bad it rained, and like trying to pack everything up.
We did not need that visual. Well, some of y'all probably wanted that visual. I didn't. That's right. That's right. Speaking of someone who wanted that visual, here he is right here. Or yourself wanted that visual, you naked in your garage.
It was very moist.
Hasn't rained there in 4 months there and got 11 inches. What?
We got every bit at least 1.5 inches of rain.
Wow.
In like 2 hours. Or not in 2 hours, an hour, if that. Like literally, like where we set the tents up at, there was a pond. Like there was a second pond that developed.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was just barely spitting and pissing, nothing really to worry about. And then all of a sudden it just monsooned. Like we had to hold on to the tent so it wouldn't fly off, and it was crazy. But then, I mean, really, the rest of it in Michigan, at least, it didn't look horrible like we were going to get any more, but the chance was just too much, and they didn't want to fool with it. So that's postponed until September 10th. It'll still be a World Series event, and what they're doing is all of your spectator passes get in another person. So save your wristbands or your receipts. And basically it's buy one, get one free admission. If you bring your receipt from this past weekend, you get to bring a buddy for free or family member. So that was kind of a cool way to help ease the burden and make some stuff up. I mean, forecasts look great up there outside of first thing in the morning, which we knew, but they're a good track and they're equipped with all the right, they got blowers and drags and everything. So it looked like it was going to be an uncaged situation, and until it wasn't.
How many cars did you end up having signed up in small tire?
48 in small tire. Mike kicked everybody's butt so far in the series on car count for small tire.
Wow.
Too.
That's awesome.
So hopefully everybody comes back on September 10th and get it done. Hopefully Mother Nature cooperates.
Well, you're welcome.
Oh shit, man! But it was a good deal, man. Got to hang out with everybody still. Duncan and his family came up, even though he didn't introduce me to any of his family. But it's cool. I still got to see him walk by the tent.
What a dick.
But my man Scott flew. I felt horrible. My man Scott flew in from Las Vegas to come to the race and got rained out. but we still had a good time hanging out. I still had a good time hanging out with everybody, except for Duncan and his family, because he didn't even bring them over and introduce us.
What an asshole.
They were so excited that they were going nonstop looking at cars.
Motherfucker, I was by the food and no cars. There was no distraction down there.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
I was having fun. It was a blast taking my brothers out there. My one brother was like, "Dad, I have an idea. I want to build a race car," and I said, "No, you don't."
Yeah, he does.
Let me introduce you to some of my friends, and they'll tell you why you don't.
Excuse me.
But they were ready for some racing.
Heck yeah, John. Appreciate it.
Well, these are this specific race was just limited to 16 cars. Jason will be on here in just a few minutes to talk about it.
Don't they? I guess I'll ask him, but I'm pretty sure they have another small tire field.
And give all the details, and they may very well. I was just going to let Jason, give all the details to his race out. That's all.
Like I said, I don't know the details, so that's like I said, I was going to ask. I don't remember.
What's up, Brian? How you doing, buddy?
Thanks, John, for getting shirts off me Saturday. I didn't see you, but I did see you. You were at the Dragway tent, and I was running to grab something else, so I didn't get a chance to say hi.
So we had a good time, man. Nonetheless, it was good while. What the heck did you do to that poor dog?
She got a cone today.
Oh my gosh.
She got something. I think she got into it with one of the other ones because she had something in her eye.
Oh God.
Didn't go to the vet today.
You poor puppy.
Supposedly she's good. It's gonna take a couple days, just some drops. She'll be all right.
Limpy said the dog seen Chris naked in the garage. That's what happened to her eye.
I gave my neighbors a show when I got home.
Those poor neighbors didn't even know what they signed up for.
It's not your. So you're doing Saturday. You guys have, tell us all the details for No Prep Mania.
Okay. Pull this up real quick.
Come
on. All right. So, unfortunately, we got one round of small tire done for it. Monsoon on us Saturday. And we didn't really have much of a choice, unfortunately, with rest of the dates for the rest of the next couple of months. To try to reschedule this compared to what they already had for bracket racing down there as well. So we went ahead and made this coming Saturday, the reschedule for the Magnolia for No Prep Mania 6.5. And this will also be a makeup for the race that happened last year as well, when the wreck happened, which was 5.0, I believe it was. Yeah, it was the first one, 5.0. So this is a remake for 5.0 and 6.5 from the rain out from Saturday. Saturday, August 29th. Gates will open at 3 o'clock. Driver's meeting will be at 6:30 at the tent. So there's going to be just a little bit of a littler time frame between gates opening and the driver's meeting. So make sure you guys get there by 3. Same classes, small tire, big tire, stick shift, hard tire, same buy-ins. Small tire is $100 buy-in, big tire is $150, stick shift's $100, hard tire's $50. The only difference this time is this will be a free spectator entry race. So it don't matter who you bring. If you bring a busload of people, it's free. Tech card is $25 for all the racers, except for the racers that did not get to go first round Saturday. everybody that was in big tire, stick shift, and hard tire, your tech car fee is waived. So when you get to the track on Saturday, there'll be a master list at the gate, and your name is on that list. And just give them their name on your list, and the tech card fee is waived for you. Anybody else that was not there on Saturday, and the small tire guys that were there that raced, you'll still pay the $25. So, once again, if you were in competition in big tire, stick shift, and hard tire, and you did not get to race that day or last the other night, your tech car fee is waived. All you do is have to pay your buy-in at the tent. So, we're going to do driver's meet at 6:30, first round at 7:30 p.m. We'll also like to say the reason that we're having a little bit less time this time is because there is a bracket race and a ladies race during the day there at the track. If you are at the track and you so happen to go down there and do any testing during the day, which we'll be there anyway, so we'll see you anyway. If you go there and do any of the bracket racing or doing the test and tune there, you cannot race in No Prep Mania 6.5 that night. I'll say that again. Do not enter the bracket race or the test and tune at the track, or you will not be racing in No Prep Mania that night. Just want to make that physically clear. We'll be there, so we'll see if you do. It's as simple as can be. We're going to try to make this as fair as can be. If somebody's going to try to go in there and try to get some test passes off, before the race that night, it's not going to happen. So, I think that's pretty much it. I think the weather looks good. I haven't really looked at the forecast. I looked at it yesterday, and everything looked fine. So I don't see it being a problem. But like I said, free spectator entry Saturday night into Dragway and Magnolia for No Prep Mania 6.5.
John, usually during drivers' meeting is when everybody does donations and whatnot for to help with the pot.
Yep. If you want to throw in on the pot, come see me or come up to the tent before the drivers' meeting, and let me know.
That's also what I do.
Yeah, let me know if you want whatever you want to throw in. If somebody else wants to throw something in, let me know. We'll try to help. We're trying to help the racers out the best we can. We're trying to help all the spectators out the best we can, because obviously Saturday night is not how we had planned this to happen. I mean, it was a fluke how the forecast was like Milan. The forecast was supposed to be good. We were supposed to have a little bit of brief 20 minutes worth of rain. That was it. And it ended up turning into like almost 2 hours worth of rain and almost an inch and a half of rain in 2 hours. And that's a lot, especially for Mag.
That cell over Milan just died and just stayed right on top of it. It sucks.
Yeah. The lightning was absolutely insane. Like, it was literally dark and it was lighting up. It was almost like it was daylight. Like, it was scary.
Are you guys doing the second chance race?
We may do that depends on how many people want to do it. We've already had a few people ask us about that. So if we get quite a few guys that want to do it, we will do it. If we don't, we won't do it.
Can you still test and tune during No Prep Mania?
You can test and tune in No Prep Mania, yes. You just cannot do test and tune or the bracket racing before that to be in No Prep Mania and be in the class in No Prep Mania that night. Just want to make it an even playing field for everybody. We're still going to go ahead. We're going to watch the track and stuff like that before the race starts. So after they're done with the ladies race and the bracket racing, we're going to go out there and we're going to scrub the track like we normally do, like we did Saturday. So to get any glue that's left on there off. They're not really going to do a real heavy prep on the track, but we're going to get what they put on there off.
Yeah, Jason, I think that's something Chris can make a post for, and
I can do that.
Get going if you guys want to do that. Are you guys still doing the free
No,
free
not
spot in each class?
No, not this time. We did it obviously for the other night. And it worked out pretty good, but yeah, we can't unfortunately not do it this time. We're definitely losing our butts on this, definitely, but we don't care. We just want everybody to have a good night and have fun and just make up for the crappy situation that happened. So this is all about fun. It's all about fun.
Hell
If you don't come there to have fun, then don't come. Simple as that.
A free spectator race. I mean, that's pretty awesome. As like being in that area, it'd be hard to like say no to going there when it doesn't cost you anything to walk in that gate.
Yep. And like I said, I hated to have to do it on top of other events, especially events that are local that have been on the schedule. But our hands are tied at this point. I mean, we can't. There's not a free weekend between now and the end of October, and you don't want to push. And we can't race past October. So October 31st happens. That's it. So it's not because of the weather. It's because of other contracts and stuff like that with some stuff, flooding and Army Corps of Engineers. I could go on all day about this, but that is the reason why we can't run past October. So, like I said, I hate it. I hate it because I hate when people schedule on top of us. So trust me, I feel it.
Yeah, Nick, I'm sure it will, but
yeah, there's going to be some guys that's going to go to Midnight Mass. I mean, they've already told us that, which that's fine. I whatever they want to go support them guys down there. Go down there and support Midnight Madness. Hopefully there'll be a good mix between guys that want to go there and guys that want to come up to us. That's all I can hope for. But yeah, Jason, if you want to do that, holler at me after this live feed, and I'll give you my PayPal info, and I'll get that rolling. I'll start that right after this is done. We'll do exactly how Young and Boosted do it. It'll be a crowd deciding factor on who wins the wheelie contest. But
I don't know. I don't know if I've seen a whole lot of like crazy wheelies at Mags.
There's been
That
some
would
good
be
ones.
interesting.
Not typically.
There's been some good ones, yes.
HD did another freaking wheelie.
Like that pacemaker one?
Yes.
Dang.
Him and Gary Moore was the closest race we had that we had the other night, and I had to review the camera because it was that close. It was literally if he had a front end on his car, because he obviously lost his front end at Pacemakers the other night or the other weekend. If he had a front end on his car, it would have been a dead even race.
That's crazy.
Gary was in the grass. It was fun.
Wait, Gary and HD drew each other again?
Yep. Yes, they did.
May as well just call each other out from now on.
That one and Jay and Jeff and Hard Tire are probably the most I've ever seen anybody race each other in a long time. Like every weekend, it seems like.
It was weird because that happened, and then the two wagons drew each other. So Chris Stewart and Ralph the Hooker drew Chuck and Big Three in the Whipple. Yeah. Well, it was the Whipple wagon, but now it's got a huge Pro Charger hanging off the front of it.
Does it still shoot the 3-foot flames out the exhaust pipe? Yes.
And it's about 10 times louder now. You want to talk about loud race? That was a loud race.
So what the hell they call it now?
I don't know what they call it now.
Just change it to Wild Wagon, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. So that was a cool race. But yeah, there's some guys that made some licks their first round. It was gonna be a good race. We had 30 cars in small tire. That was really good for the circumstance of a lot of people going to Michigan.
Hell yeah. Well, there
I had
was
a couple of people.
A lot of people that went to fucking English Mountain.
Yeah.
Too, for some reason.
They had a guaranteed I think it was like $5,000 $5,000 on the pot, I believe, down there.
Mike had 2 on top of whatever the pot was.
Yeah.
I heard a couple
Yeah.
people though say that first round at Mags was crazy, and that second round was going to be nuts, just of how fast they were going to go.
Yep. Corey Stump made a really good pass. Sherm made a really good pass. Caleb made a really good pass.
Yeah, I
I heard
saw
Caleb
those
was moving.
videos.
Mike had to grab the scramble-oni as he was racing Tyler Cox, and Tyler Cox ended up blowing his shit up at the finish line, and that was the last pair of small tire, thank God.
Scramble-oni.
Yeah, he grabbed the scramble-oni, and it was and literally, like, as soon as they went through the traps, you just see a big old puff of white smoke come out of Tyler's car, and his girl came up and she goes, "Hey, he's blown up down there. He blew it up." I said, "Oh boy." So, yep. But yeah, come out, join us, have fun. It's gonna be a good night regardless. You know, I mean, what can you say about a free spectator entry race? I mean, you come in and watch racing for free.
Hell yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
Yep.
So we got that Saturday. You got KD Midnight Madness Saturday.
Onondaga, there's a race, I believe. Yep.
Onondaga. Homeboy Limpy's going to be flagging
Limpy?
that one.
Yeah. I talked to Limpy. I told him, I said, if you needed help filming and stuff, I was going to help him. But unfortunately, now I'm kind of screwed. So. But.
That's a Great Lakes slip and slide. So they got small tire, big tire, True Street. Jasper, you still on here? So this is basic stuff. Still roof and quarters, unless factory fiberglass.
Eddie, this race is in my race is in Magnolia, Ohio. 10 gyms, Dragway, and Magnolia.
Yeah, this one's in Michigan.
That one's in Michigan.
The big tire, still roof and quarters. True Street 20-mile cruise. All-wheel drive must be on 17 or larger rim. Any size tire. Must have tags and insurance. $100 buy-in. So that'll be a good time. That's a tricky track, and again, Limpy, one of the best in the business. So you get treated fairly, and you won't have any issues there. Big Tasty lining up that. That's future no prepper right there. No doubt. Yeah, Zach. And then also where you'll see Zach Jones at is Salem Airport, right? That's where you're going? Team Meatball's going to Salem Airport.
King of the Asphalt, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to pull up their flyer, but King of the Asphalt, looking to be a pretty good race. It's got a pretty good lineup of big tire cars and small tire cars. Todd's done a lot of work to I don't know which one was
Pick up the pieces.
To redeem that race from a scammy, slimy POS. I won't get started. But
picking up the pieces from what's started, but hopefully it works out.
Yeah, yep. So hopefully it all.
Eddie, the Cincy and Mags is like 3 hours apart from each other.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, It's
Yeah.
just Cincy Edgewater is like just a tad hair over 3 hours from me, and I'm 20 minutes north of Mag.
Yeah. I can say like Cincy Street Nights is here, and then Mags is all the way up here
Yep.
in the state.
Just a hop, a skip, and a jump. Don't worry about it. One's Friday, the other's Saturday. Do them both.
There's plenty of time in between.
Yep. It starts later in the night, so that's going to definitely help a lot of people, especially if they go down there and then come up there.
Get a quick nap in.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
Coordinate some of our special guests real quick. Sorry.
Yeah.
You're fine. I would also like to add new shirts. They are here.
Need me one of those.
There's that on the front.
One of those.
That on the back.
One of those.
You can order those there from me. My PayPal and stuff like that. I'll put in you can direct message me after this is over, and I can get you hooked up as far as getting it shipped to you. I've already shipped, I think, like 5 or 6 today. So I sold quite a bit at Mag Saturday, and they'll have what I have left on Saturday. I have another order coming. They'll be here next week. So.
He looks like he's sleeping up here.
Yeah, he does.
Trying to get a couple people coordinated to come in to talk about Cincy Street Nights. So.
Zach.
Sure you can. I mean, what's worse, wearing a stripper glitter shirt in public and everybody like, what's that?
Not one time have I ever heard someone or had someone ask me about a stripper glitter shirt. It's almost disappointing.
You getting asked questions.
Yes, and these shirts are super soft. They're the next level. They're the same brand Streetcar Takeover uses, the same quality that they use. They're very comfy, and they're very like water absorbent. Like they're super nice, super soft.
Just like the next guy we're getting ready to bring on, who's going to race in Cincy Street Nights this Friday. The stranger.
What's going on, man?
What?
Oh,
What's up, brother?
hired. Loaded everything up. Got ready for the head up.
I was surprised to see you on the list, man.
Yeah, I haven't
You've been staying home.
but it's my birthday weekend. Had a little bit of leadway. I'm kind of whittling my way in there, and I figured I could race there and try to race 80 Saturday if I don't blow this thing up.
Hell yeah. So have you? When was the last race I think I saw that you were in? Was that the one? Was that the one you wrecked?
No, I wrecked.
Have you been back?
I've been in one event before, but that was down in Alabama. So I wrecked it, and then we fixed it, and I went to test the night before, and the rack broke on it. So I was done because I've done that a million times where we stay up all night, and I was like, no, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm over it. But then Blake Fondren from Avid Speed was like, no, I'll fix it. So he fixed it in the morning. We never got to test. So my very next pass from wrecking it 2 months later was a $1,000 grudge race with a guy down in Alabama. But we went to the finals that race, lost to bank robber.
Hell yeah.
Ain't bad.
So that's good. So the car's ready to go then. I mean, it's a gangster.
It is, but I haven't got to test. I don't know. Hence my name, Quack Quack. I don't. But I want to have fun, man. I haven't got to race, so it's about having fun for me right now.
Well, I'm glad you're coming back to Ohio to do it. We certainly miss you being around here, man.
Just miss my shit talking.
Well, I
Yes.
mean,
Yes.
That's all it is.
I mean,
you know, what do you
keeps it
do?
alive.
I need to get another streetcar so I can commence my shit talking.
I know. So where are you now? You moved to, for people that don't know?
Yeah, I'm in Tannersville, PA. I'm like right next to New Jersey, like 10 minutes from New Jersey, and
Oh, damn.
from New York, up in Pocono Mountains. So I took a career up here that was very lucrative opportunity, life-changing opportunity. So I figured I could kind of put racing on the back burner for a while and get my life all sorted out and then do whatever the hell I want in a few years.
Hey, it's a good investment, man. I hope it's working out for you.
It is. Up here, alone and bored and shit. Going to test things, that's fucking fun.
I was gonna say, what's the
You know,
racing like over that way?
It's non-existent. The problem is I work every weekend. It's not that I don't get days off and stuff. My days off are through the week. So we make our money on the weekend.
Yeah.
Take weekends off is hard. It's pretty much non-existent around here. There's a lot. I mean, a ton of races there in New York with like obviously Alanobus and stuff. So eventually I have to get over there, but I haven't tested from one time, so I'm not going to go get embarrassed by people I shouldn't get embarrassed by. It's happened plenty of times. So one of these days, but yeah, there's a ton over there. They do a lot of street racing up there.
Yes.
But PA is as far as racing. A couple NHRA tracks close by, like Island Dragways where I've been testing. They have ATCO a couple hours away, but it's all bracket and prep stuff.
ATCO's a really nice facility. It'd be hard to test for something, a bad surface at somewhere like ATCO.
Yeah, but I'm going fast. I've been trying to test at Island, which is very, very tricky, and has me discouraged because I've always liked running slicks, but this car does not want to go anywhere on a slick. It might be the surface, might be me, I don't know. But Island teched me for like an hour. Like you guys know me. I mean, this car's better than George, but and I'm like, man, you guys have guardrails, and like you guys are teching, like worried about my pants. You know what I mean? Like a wreck. Fucking pants.
I better mark that on the list that the Blazer won't be going there.
I don't mind guardrail tracks, but it's funny that they go through that much tech to.
Oh no, I don't mind the guardrail. I was talking about the tech.
Yeah.
I'm fast and loose.
Luckily, this car was pretty well done before I bought it because we all know.
Well, speaking about that, for those that haven't caught up or aren't aware, what's the new car?
I mean, it's the 99. It has a solid aluminum big block in it. It has twin 98s on it.
Damn.
Still a triangulated 4-link car, but it's real cool shit underneath there. Alcohol, kind of like really, really heavy. 3522 to be exact, but I want to keep it that way because the way it's built, it could still run true street and stuff with alternator, power windows, and all that kind of stuff. Really fast, but I just haven't got to have any hits on it, man. I wrecked it already, so it was a good time.
Hell yeah. What's up, Jason? How's it going?
You guys remember,
what's that?
if you guys remember Brian Ripple, it was his car. He always had an LA for the last, I think, 3 or 4 years, and he put the big block in it and only made a couple passes, and then I bought it off of him. So.
Hell yeah. So with let's see here. I mean, it's a hell of a lineup.
It is.
There really aren't any there's absolutely no ducks. I know you're saying quack quack, but whatever, I know better.
The car has the potential. We'll just see if I'm gonna try to get 2 more test sessions in if I can get what I want, man. I think we got a hot rod, but Edgewater's just really fast, so we got a motor that makes some power for sure.
Well, it is fast, and you'll go fast. Who are you? And I know you're not a sissy like a lot of people. Who are you most worried about?
Probably Booster. I mean Joey, I would think. he's just super, super experienced. I know he's had a lot of issues with like parts failures and little problems, but look how long he's been around, how fast he's been, and how many times he's won. If he gets Data first round, he's just extremely hard to beat. There's really no shame in losing to that guy, but I've never raced him either, so we'll see.
Yeah, he's had a lot of problems, but I think he's gotten through most of them here the last month or two, it seems. But I've seen everything I've seen him at this year has been not as good as what Edgewater will be.
Yeah,
so he'll be able to put the steam to it.
And
from that
twins, I think.
Yeah. But you still got, everybody on there.
Yeah, I want to draw that person by any means. But I would like, if I can get a couple upsets, I'd be pretty happy. And then, we need a luck to win it all. That's every race. That's everyone need.
Oh yeah. Are they doing first round call outs?
I don't know.
Would you call anybody out if they were?
We'll see how the next 2 days go. Thursday, if it does what I want to, sure. Whatever, anyone, if it does, because that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
First round, I probably can't beat them last round, but we'll see how Thursday.
Oh yeah, Hong's fast as hell. There's nobody on that list that's not an absolute killer, and I agree with that statement. Everybody's an absolute killer, man. There is no. There's only one person I see on here that he just always has bad luck. Otherwise, man.
Who's that?
Oh, I don't see. I'm not saying because I'm not starting any shit, but there's one guy on there who always had bad luck here lately. What's that?
Hopefully.
I was hoping there was one person going to get in there that was going to be an easy win for him.
Well, you know who it is if you look at that.
No, I said Tony's to get it. It'd been an easy win.
If really, the person that's been having bad luck the last couple of years, man, it's Phil.
Yeah.
Bad
luck when he raced me, unless it depends who you ask. Remember that last time we raced at Edgewater?
Oh yeah.
That was sweet. I did like a fucking gangster wheelie. Up and I was, some stuff like that.
Hopefully Hong's car's fixed by then.
What was wrong with it? It needs a transmission issue, some sort.
Yeah. There was a little bit of an issue last Thursday night at Dragway 42, from what I understand.
Sounds like
somebody wore out. Somebody got their transmission a little too hot, but it wasn't their fault. It was the people that apparently was running the event. I don't know. I heard some stuff, and yeah.
Wow, I'm sure Mike Turner got him taken care of.
Yeah.
Mike's on top of that stuff.
Yeah, apparently the rumor is, I think their next race is in 2 weeks, and I think there's a bunch of no prep guys that are gonna go up there and show some stuff to some of them radio guys.
Oh yeah,
where
Mr. J, Mr. J Money.
Hey buddy, man, those are actually close to me, like Magnolia and Dragway 42. They're still far, but they're only like five and a half hours. Because I have to come that way from PA.
Yeah.
That ain't bad.
No, if I end up relocating to Ohio at some point, one of the northern stores, I'll actually be right up there with you guys a lot. All the stores North Ohio, like Cleveland, Sandusky, New Philadelphia, Cuyahoga Falls. That's where all the stores are. So
yeah, I live right. My parents live right by the one that's in Philly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then I'll be back all the time.
We'll tell Josh to quit dicking around because Ohio needs you back.
No,
Tell them to get you over into one of these stores.
that's
So what do you know, Jason?
I just got done driving my wife. Well, she's driving me around in the tomorrow. I don't know how long I'm going to make it on this on right now, but you know.
Yeah. So here, you don't mind? I'll show you that picture.
Yeah, go ahead.
He was getting chauffeured around in a race car just a few minutes ago. He had to stop that to come and talk to us. So give us the quick. I know you're busy this evening. Give us the quick rundown on Friday.
Can you guys
What's
hear me?
everybody?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm outside. We got the 16 car shootout, which is the $500 entry, and then the race on to win party. Which is so fun. It's back ours. So whoever wins that, you earn it. And then we got regular small tire, 100% payback on regular small tire, and then the track might add some more money on top of that. I'm not sure. So we will. If you're not locked into the car shootout, you can come race. Have our car class, which is on DOT. All the rules are on tonight's Facebook page. But 56 13-0. There's something really for everybody, right? But everybody board.
I heard none of that.
Yeah, you were cutting out pretty bad.
Yeah, hang on. Let me go in my house.
I heard 1301. But it.
Yeah, you guys are looking at me like I had 6 heads. So.
I kept waiting for it to come around and
Is this better now?
yeah.
Well, here, you just won't see my face. I'll just talk into the mic. How's that?
Deal.
So 16 car shootout. We got that?
Yep.
Okay, loud and clear. All right, just start yelling at me if it's not clear anymore. So 16 car shootout. It's $500 to enter. That is, I think we do actually have a couple spots left right now because a couple guys broke and let me know today. So I'll probably make a post about that tomorrow. I filled most alternates, but I think we might be like 1 or 2 cars short at the moment, but we'll figure that out. It's 16 of really some of the baddest front side no prep cars on the planet, I think. So it should be an awesome race. Again, it's 10 grand to win, so $500 entry, and then the track's putting $2 grand on top of that. Can you guys hear me better now?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I'm in my son's nursery, so yeah, it's probably. Hang on. Let me turn this noise machine on. My kid's got a cooler room than I got. That's awesome. But okay. you got more vans and all kinds of crap. It's crazy. So the 16 car shootout's definitely our main event for the night. Eric's coming down for that. Which, man, you're awesome just to lock into that. Like, yeah, racing a little bit, and as soon as I put it out, you're the first dude that that's awesome, man. So thank you. That was cool. And then we got regular small tire that night. It'll probably be 100% payback on regular small tire. And then I think the track's going to throw in some more money on top of that. We normally do a $2,500 guaranteed for small tire, but since we're kind of breaking up how we're splitting up money, it might change just a bit. But if you're not locked into the 16 car shootout, you can come race regular small tire. We have that. And then of course all of our index and True Street stuff. But man, I'm pretty amped up about the 10 grand shootout. I wasn't sure if we could get 16 guys to do $500 because that's a steep buy-in. It really is. But like for me, like when we go race, I look at numbers, and like, like to have a chance to win $10,000 with only 16 cars, like that's pretty good odds, So, I'm just so thankful for Edgewater Sports Park, man. They really let us do whatever we want. Like they're so awesome. So just I think we'll do some more of them next year. Just because I like that big buy and small, I think that works for a lot of people. Some people it doesn't. And that's okay. I kind of felt like, like we do there's a lot of lower buy-in stuff for not as much, to win. And some people are into that, but like, man, like our deal, like when we leave, like it's expensive. Like I'd like to try to run for a little bit more money,
Really?
But yeah.
Oh yeah, Caleb Miller wants to know if he can race the regular small tire without a nose.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Like
I definitely know his circumstance, and that's not a problem with me. So yeah, the track won't care about that either. That's no big
Racing
deal.
the combine.
Yeah. He took her through a cornfield, so yeah, it's all good.
I'm really sad.
He really doesn't have a choice. Like that's fair, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you guys have any questions for me? Anything I need to clear up?
What time's gates?
The gates open at like 4. The test and tune stuff, they'll have that from like 4 to 6:30. We are going to do chip draw and stuff a little different for the 16 car deal. We normally run first round about 7, but I think that's when we're going to do the chip draw for the 16 car race, because Charlie Bennett's coming up to announce, and we're going to put him on the racetrack with all the guys that are in the 16 car shootout, and we're going to chip draw from the starting line. I'm up in the air if I want to do first round call-outs or not. I'm thinking that we're just probably going to draw from the bag. But the first round call-outs I always add a little bit. And honestly, the biggest reason to do this is you guys have all been to Cincy Street Nights. We're really lucky to have such a crowd that comes out for that. And we've needed to do something to change and get the crowd more into it. So if we can put the 16 guys on the starting line and let people see who they are, maybe talk a little bit, I think that'll make the event just a lot more fun. So yeah, and we'll probably chip draw from the starting line every round. Normal Cincy Street Nights, we always chip draw onto a ladder. Some people hate that. Some people, whatever. We've always done that just for quickness. Because if you've ever been to one of our races, we go really fast because we just don't have that much time. But we are going to take the time to chip draw for this every time, and I think we'll do it every lap from the starting line. So just to get that's another reason why I did. Some people asked if we should do more, but man, I like a 16 car shootout, like the pro stock stuff, the pro stuff's always been 16 cars, and you can get 16 cars done really fast. So it's not that many rounds of racing. So
Definitely cool next year just to have a couple of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A couple of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I even thought originally, Eric, I was thinking, because I like racing our car at our event, but man, and we try to take ourselves completely out of it, but that's really tough, man. I don't, you know what I mean? Sometimes people think certain things, and it will never be like that. I think all you guys know me well enough. We're there to race, but we originally were thinking about doing 4-car shootouts, $500 entry 4-car deals, just for the crowd. You know what I mean? And it's fun. So I think we may not do 16 cars every time, but I would love to do 4-car invite shootouts where we'll race our car, and then if you want to come, people like that, kind of the guys that like to gamble a bit more.
That stuff's big down south, and I think it's cool.
Huge. They do a lot of 4-car shootout.
Yeah, for big money.
Yeah, minimum $1,000 a car, but really it brings a lot of people. Brings a lot of betting. Brings a lot of stuff really neat. And I don't think anyone in the world is gonna care if you guys race that car at Edgewater. I mean, it's you know what I mean. Edgewater's a lot different.
Yeah, no, and I appreciate it, man. I just try to keep our I know when we the 16 car thing, I don't know, I struggle with this a lot. It's tough to divide small tire, right? It really is, especially on the front side stuff. There's a lot of guys that have figured that out, and it's really fast. So you have a really big spread of ET, and to try to fix that spread, man, the only way you can about do it is the buy-in. Unless you rule it to death, and I don't want that
in the other class, but I'm for it.
No. You got it, Eric. That thing's fast.
It has Oh, Jesus Christ, Ty.
Eric, you're kind of close to them. Go up there and show them.
But I want to see how this weekend goes. Make sure I don't tear nothing. So something I'm going to give a little insight that I've always done. A lot of promoters will always be like, lock in, lock in, lock in, but then they're not full or they don't have like a set date. Well, a lot of people will lock in. I'm never ever going to lock in because what happens if the car breaks or if I have an emergency or something, right? I can always do it last second. Or places like Jeff's over there, his race he puts on. There's 100 cars. Someone's going to back out last. Probably 20 people. You always get a. I don't lock in until I know that I'm going to be able to make it, or it's just a waste of $200 all the time or $100. Sucks. And this is a little bit different because it's 16 cars. I knew it would fill fast, but when you have 128 car count, like it's whatever. You don't even have to lock in. Someone's going to fall out if they fill up.
Man, with fuel prices and stuff though now, dude, I don't know if like you'll see a field like that anymore. You know, like that's yeah, that's a lot of cars to get together, dude. A lot.
I'm pretty worried about that one. Just I feel like they haven't finished Turkey Bash quite a few times with less than half of those cars. But
yeah,
they're only doing no prep or.
Yeah, I think they're going to get started on Friday night, so hopefully we'll do like a few rounds on Friday night. But it's
going to be a long weekend.
Yeah, you win that deal, bud. I don't even know if you're the fastest. I think you're just like you got the best built race car.
You won the race car lottery.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Like, I love what they're doing, man. Like, and I love Happy. Like, Charlie Bennett has just been like he's been the OG in racing around here forever. But like for me, from a numbers side of things, is like, dude, I'd rather put up $500 and then only have to race 16 or 15 other people.
4 rounds.
Yeah. It's
128 is a few rounds to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad with the super stock stuff, that's a full field. It's 128 super stockers, and I know how long that takes. And
if you up and start drinking or eating, you're done for the day.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious of how it all rolls out, man. Like, I mean, I think it'll be fun to see it all. But
I think it'll be a good time. A lot of good memories either way. No matter where you shake out in that one.
Filled in if you're like that we don't know of.
what is it?
Dropped out. I know. Who's filled in for him?
So let's see. So Bill Lutz couldn't get Pistons. Which Bill's so awesome. I love that guy. He texted me on like Friday or Saturday, and he's like, "Man, I'm not gonna make it. I'll send you my lock-in money, if you need it, like right away." You know what I mean? He's just awesome. So Phil Hines was kind of chomping at the bit to get in. So he took Bill's spot, and then I think Hate Tank broke his trans this weekend, so they were out. And a boy, you guys might know him, Dylan Cato. He took his spot, and then Patrick Sparkman. I think they were waiting on push rods or something. He just texted me. So, which I have a guy that's really interested in running no prep, and he hasn't really done it much. Which you guys might know him. Eric Gash might take Patrick's spot, which would be fun. So he would run it on a pro bracket. Yeah. So honestly,
He'll do good.
Yeah, the pro bracket down there is like not a bad choice of tire, man. It's really not. So I wish we would have had a set when we went to Shady Side. Like it was like people complain about Edgewater being too good for no prep. Boys, they ain't never seen North Carolina no prep. That's a whole different ballgame. Like that. Like we unloaded that thing Friday to test, and like we could not make wheel speed. Like it was like we were like we're gonna have to just smack this thing in the face, and we ended up going pretty fast down there. But the next day it rained on. I never thought that I'd be thankful for less racetrack prep. Like it rained and they did some stuff, and like the track got worse and the tire got happier, and like I'm like, dude, who am I becoming? I'm like, this is weird.
Welcome to the dark side.
No, we've been having fun, man. On a personal level, like I really appreciate all you guys. Like I didn't know that, man. I knew guys that did this, right? But like I feel like really like welcome. Like everywhere we go, people are so nice and like it's just awesome. So I really don't miss my radials, to be honest with you. All right. I like racing off the trailer. I like not having like 117 qualifying hits, and I like
That feels like a really targeted comment.
yeah, dude. It's a lot of qualifying, boys. Like a lot. Like you're there for a week. You know, like by the time me and Brad say this all the time. Like by the time we get to eliminations, like we're competitive, man. We want to win. But by the time Sunday would roll around, you're like, dude, I don't even care if I lose. I just want to go home. Yeah. Not watching the tractor is pretty awesome. Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
It is nice. The only thing
we gotta get you guys some backside track stuff.
I love that stuff, and I just do stuff forever, and I love it, and I've won plenty of times. But then after a while, you're doing tree side stuff going fast, nice. But like, if you go to some Virgin Road stuff and you're just fucking boring, like you can send a text and drive with your knee sometimes.
Yeah.
Slow. Then you'll miss the radio once in a while. You're like, man, I ain't been fast. So then you kind of want.
Well, that's what the backtrack stuff. It's intriguing because they pay so much money, and then we had like one. We didn't really when we went to Kentucky Dragway and we ran from the 8th to the quarter. That was kind of a rude awakening because we weren't really prepared for it to be that bad. Like I figured like, oh, it's gonna have rubber out here. Like people are gonna be pouring whatever. Like it's gonna get pretty decent. But that rubber was so old, man. Like it was, it was not very good. And we did not bring enough weight for that deal. Like we had some extra, but it wasn't near enough to make it, make a good attempt at it. But to your point, like making a couple hits down there, and we were pitted with Colt Coffee and all those guys. So, Colt ended up running up. So I knew what he was going and with his draggy. And I'm like, man, I just don't know if I want to go that slow. Like, no offense. Like, it's just like after you've gone so fast, you're like, man, to your point, Eric, you're like, I don't want to sit here and send a text message. Like,
pretty boring.
It's a whole different setup. Like, I have mass respect for those dudes. Like, especially like when we walked that racetrack at Kentucky Dragway, like me and Brad are looking at each other and Heath are like, dude, this is a pile of crap. And Colt is out there like, this is the best track this car's ever been on.
Well, I think the allure is more of, figuring it out, making it work.
Yeah. Well, I think it is a great equalizer. Like it really is. Like you can take a turbo 5.3 Mustang and do really good at it. Like Mustang's got a strut on it. It's got a great little floor length for that. And you pile, 700 pounds in the back of it. And, you're kind of off to the races. Like it really is a great equalizer. No doubt.
What's up, Bob? How you doing, buddy?
I would like to go street racing at some point. I don't know where, like the pad always looks cool to me, but
I do miss street racing. The pad's awesome.
It looks like the most besides the telephone poles, like it looks pretty safe.
A lot of the races are really, really hot.
Yeah.
Kind of. It is and it's like the rubber is good, but nighttime when it starts to come around, it's just like a track. Because in the day, it's so much, it's peeling up, it's nasty. There's constantly people up there, so the starting line can be kind of tricky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then once you get off, it's road, but fast. Atmospheres, that's something you got to experience.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool just to experience it.
It really is, man. You never really shut down the road. They have barbecue trucks out there, and this is straight up street. So I'm talking to BJ, and here comes a cop with his lights on. Everyone moved, and he's like, I think he's passing through. He literally drives the whole crowd of 1,000 people and just keeps on going. Like, doesn't care. It's just
What?
he hits.
That's
wild.
we need that in Ohio.
Well, the problem is we just don't have as many good roads like that. Like I went up to Nicky Bobby's shop and picked up that Camaro for my wife, and that if you guys didn't hear before, that's what we were doing. She's wanted to race something forever, and Nick bought that little Camaro, and it's just been sitting. So he's like, "Come get it, take her to testing 2 nights." Like, I would actually let her race Cincy Street Nights this weekend, but with everything going on, it'd be a little tough. Like she's never even done a burnout, you know. So got to teach her how to stage and stuff. But dude, Indiana, the whole place is a racetrack. That's all it is. Every road up there is a racetrack.
Oh yeah.
There's two, but the problem is Ohio has more cops than I've ever been to in my entire life. I mean, they literally have more cops.
And they're all undercover.
Yeah. Sadly, I think we got more cops because we got more idiots that just destroy spots. Well, we got. What's this dude doing?
Oh Lord!
I don't know what he's doing. What are you doing, Ty?
Yeah,
He's
you
hiding-
pull me when I'm taking a piss, all right?
He's hiding his ugly face. There he is. Oh.
Of course he did. Yeah, you guys fucking suck. I said, I'm going to go take a piss, and this cocksucker's going to pull me in his life. Watch this.
Oh man, it wasn't even intentional, but I love that it happened.
Oh, what are you guys doing?
Just talking about racing.
All right, I don't know who the two next to me that way are. Who's this?
No.
Jason,
Oh, that's me. Hey, buddy.
What's up, bud?
10 soldiers.
What's going on? So, question of the hour.
Party?
You know Quack Quack.
What's that?
I said, you know Quack Quack over there, though.
I just want to know why, like, is there, like, when you get to the edge of Pennsylvania and New York, like, is Ohio just not allowed past that point? Or what are we doing? What are we doing
We
here,
just
guys?
we don't go any farther than Ohio. That's the problem. Nobody. The Pennsylvania is like the end.
We're
Pennsylvania's
trying.
cut off for you?
I'm pushing real hard to try and get these guys to travel, man.
Well, it's fucked up because, like, New York comes to Ohio all the time. And, I mean, like, you'd think you guys would want some of your money back eventually, right? So,
I'm from Kentucky.
Yeah, you know these guys. I'm trying to get them to travel, man. It's working a little bit.
I think
Funny.
we should get.
Speaking of rowdy New York cars, how's that Nova?
Nova is retired.
Uh-oh.
Yes. Nova's retired.
Well, they have
For now,
more
I'll
spots
say.
for people to sign up because nobody has signed
Something
up.
else in the works, but we'll see what happens.
That sucks, man. I love that car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it sucks.
so
It was really shitty
Justin,
because we
Nick
went to
Pretty
Kentucky
much picked Mike and Tommy out of
6
their
weeks
team,
before
so
one Kentucky Cash Days, and then we were on top of the world, and that shit happened.
that's
So,
why I'm doing it.
but it's like you know, that's what you agree to every time you get in the car.
What?
So,
Yeah.
thank you.
You knew that bitch was going to send it. You're like, all right, third pair down. This thing absolutely sick.
Yeah, I mean,
We're going to find
that's
out.
just the thing. I mean, like, that's how Mike always was anyways. He's always going to, no matter what kind of road it is, he's always going to get everything he's got.
No doubt.
But okay, let's talk about some Ohio cars. What do we got to do to get you to New York?
Bro.
What's that?
What, the 10th or whatever? I plan on coming. My stuff doesn't break this weekend.
Cutting out. Can't hear you, but
You're cutting out, Eric.
Said that race the 10th.
yeah.
I'm going to come.
I think he said he's going to come if he doesn't break anything. That's what-
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, why don't you bring a couple friends with you? We're trying to get a couple guys more out there. Right?
I got none.
Steve Judkins says he's coming up next year. You know, I'll be there. I'm not that far out, man.
What
I'm not
about
that far out from Justin.
What about hopscotch?
Oh no, he gets. No, he gets.
Nobody
Go ahead.
friends.
Never heard of them.
He's trying to explain about how serious he does.
I called him a few weeks ago. He said he's trying to talk his boys into it, but I don't think they want to come on here.
I've never been to New York in my life.
Me neither.
Let's go. What are we waiting for?
Like right down the road from it. Never been
I
there.
went to buy.
It ain't all city, believe it or not.
That is actually
No.
brown. It's a tree side.
All you gotta do is get out here the Friday before. We'll go out drinking. We'll show up to the track, and we'll all be miserable together. And we'll race. And then when we're done racing there, we'll go back out to the bar. And then we'll sober up for a little bit, and then we'll go street racing all night. That's our plan. That's listen,
amazing.
if you guys find a better plan than that for that weekend, you let me know, because there's not. Nothing exists better than that shit, all right? It's 36 hours of being completely miserable, but it's fantastic.
All awesome and terrible all at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. You
I
can't
feel
be.
like I'm too old for that.
You're not. You're just getting started, kid. Come on, let's go.
Take me another 72 hours to recover.
Exactly.
That's nothing wrong with that. Bring your wig. All right.
Oh,
have you-
shit.
We'll have you guess flag the semifinals in the race. All right. Or we can have like Lure do like a little square dance with you. You both bang the light same time.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
You
amazing.
know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Well, Lord could probably just pick him up.
Oh, there we like Dirty Dancing. Yeah, pick them up.
Oh,
We can have
one of
like
these.
2 lights.
Yeah,
Since Lure's like a foot and a half taller than him, make like 2 lights at the same time.
that's perfect. Man. I don't see how you say no to that. To be honest with you.
I can't.
Exactly. So I'll see you guys in September then.
What's the details?
September 10th.
Doesn't know.
September 10th, Syracuse, the front side. It's $300. We will pay 10 grand minimum. If we get up where in the 40-ish amount of cars, I'll pay 15. If we get close to 55, 60, I'll pay 20 grand. For your own puddle, flashlight, camera on the finish line on both sides.
And it's New York,
Basically,
a bunch of ducks.
what's that?
And it's New York, so it's a bunch of ducks.
Yeah, well, that's what they tell me. But
Damn.
I can't think of a single time we went to Ohio and lost. Can you? Me either. But that ain't none of my business, though.
Where are they from New York?
What's that?
Is the Tabers from New York?
Yep.
They paid me pretty.
They paid you good?
Oh yeah.
You ain't never run to the Rider Racing Camp, though, have you?
I don't know. Have I? I don't think I have.
I will fucking resurrect that Nova in the next 2.5 weeks. So you want to do this right now?
Triple to get it back together just to race.
I'll duct
That
tape
sounds like a first round call out.
I'll duct tape that frame back together right now.
Well, you got till Friday. Hurry and get to Ohio.
No, I can't come to Ohio.
Why? You want to keep your W's?
Y'all got that barrier up and we can't get past. So it's like, it's like on Little Nicky when he went through the gates of hell. You guys got to cross back through before we can go back. All right. But it's September 10th. Ooh, go, motherfucker, go! Sorry, watching baseball. September 10th, it's $300, 10 grand to win, and there's also a Wally for the winner.
Damn.
For your own puddle, front side, and then we're gonna try to do some street stuff that night as well. So
Jason,
Sounds like a good time.
race. I hope you guys help me out.
what's that?
I told Jason to come up there and help me out, line me up, and we'll all race together.
Let's go. Let's do it.
I don't know where. So I'm like New York stupid, but I'm from Kentucky. So
Or
Syracuse. Yeah, it's on I-90, like 2 hours east of Buffalo.
How long
Oh,
did
that
it take
ain't
you
bad.
guys? How long did it take you guys to get to Kentucky for that cash days?
Well, we were really high, so a long time, but. But
So it felt like forever.
yeah,
Like 35 miles an hour the whole way there.
it took like 3 weeks to get there. I think we left Kentucky spot at 8 in the morning, and we were back in Rochester by 8 at night. It wasn't too bad.
That's not horrible.
But we also, I mean, there was 3 or 4 of us. We had the RV. We were
Driving.
We were driving, and so if one person got tired, literally just set cruise and like jumped up real quick, and somebody else took over immediately.
Yeah.
So
does Mike still got that LDR car? The
Yep.
Impala?
The 66. He just went and got that this weekend from Bubba down in South Carolina. Just doing some work to it.
That thing's cool.
Yeah, he's got that, and then he's got. I mean, Mike's got like 30 cars, but the Nova, he's had that Nova forever, so it's bittersweet.
Did it
That
bend like
sucks.
the main chassis?
What's that?
Did it bend like the main rails in the chassis or something? Is that?
Yeah, he straightened it out. He put it on a thing and put a come along to it, and he got everything where he wanted it. But he said he's like I can't. I don't think I can get back in that car. I'm like, hey, we'll build something else then, you know?
Yeah, that's fair.
But all right, boys. Well, I'm gonna jump off of here. You guys have fun. But September 10th, make sure you come out, and we're gonna make sure we take some of Eric's money that weekend. Sure.
All
But,
right, buddy.
all right, guys, have fun.
See you,
Have a
man.
good one.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you.
I got a race that weekend. I couldn't even go to that, unfortunately.
Yeah.
What day the date was?
September 10th.
September 10th. What, Chris? What's that day?
That's the streetcar race at Quaker.
Oh,
Jason, it
the
looks
stoplight
surface. I watched the
stoplight deal.
Yes.
What'd you say, Eric?
It looks like a pretty decent surface. I've watched some YouTube videos on it. I mean, it ain't Edgewater, but it's
Pretty good. Honestly, our car does better. Like Edgewater's almost too good.
I know. Yeah, I honestly think that place would be perfect for you. Just watch some. I forget what it's called. If you find the flyer, go on YouTube. I think Noah Stein won it before, which I'm sure you know who Noah is.
Yeah.
So,
Gangster little Malibu.
yeah.
Yeah, I got to look at our race schedule. I know that when you guys are at War in the Woods, we're gonna be at Norwalk No Prep Kings, and then I think so that 10th would be the weekend before War in the Woods, basically, right?
I think there's another weekend in between it.
2.
Yeah. There's 2 weekends between it.
Yeah.
Yeah, War in the Woods starts the 23rd.
Yeah.
Look at my calendar.
There's just so much racing now, dude. It's unreal.
It's too much.
It is too much, really.
I'd say.
The sad part is I can only be one place at one time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But that's why I like Cincy Street Nights being on Fridays.
I know.
So
I've
it's a
thought
win.
about changing it a few times, but like, I'm really lazy when it comes to like looking at race schedules. So like, if you just put it on Friday, you're good, right? Like your chances of making somebody mad is pretty minimal, and like,
No.
well,
True.
so,
Yep.
and
Leave
like
it.
last year we did like we raced all the NMCA stuff with the radial deal, and like so like Cincy Street Nights schedule wasn't dictated by anybody else's schedule but ours, so like I couldn't look at, you know what I mean. So it's always just been easiest. So
It used to be a lot of like Friday series stuff, and it kind of went away.
yeah,
Friday's perfect, man. I think usually brings a big crowd too. So I mean,
well, and really, man, like I know a lot of people complain about getting off work, but like if you're pretty serious about racing and you're going racing Saturday anyway, you're probably leaving Friday anyway.
Yeah.
So,
Well, and
Jeff?
you already said like 7 o'clock's your start time. Like that's a lot of time. Like us coming from Columbus, I could leave work at 5 and still be there on time to see first
Yeah.
round.
yeah. I
Jeff,
love
I
you.
might.
Yeah. I pretty much don't care. I'm taking Fridays off anyways if I want to go racing.
Yeah.
You know, I'm fortunate that they let me do that stuff. So I've taken off so many Fridays this year already.
let's put him on the spot. Who's your official prediction winner for this weekend, Mr. Robinson? Who's going to win Friday Night Lights?
Oof.
Well, the
Man,
locket changes.
I don't know if I could pick just one.
Well, there's only going to be one winner, so you got to pick one.
I would say probably So here's what sucks. Here's what's starting to suck in my world is like I'm starting to know everybody's cars so well that you know all the little nuance, starting to know and understand the nuances. Man,
He's gonna do us dirty, Jason.
That's all right. I mean, we got a nitrous car, bud. Nobody's rooting on us.
But though,
So if we're just going to live in a world where we say everybody makes a good pass, nobody has any gremlins, mess with them all night long.
yeah, that's not gonna.
I would be honest. Honestly, I would say, man, it's tough. It's tough.
Put that list back up there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I
would've-
want to see the list again. I can't.
I would have said until finding out Sparkman's out, man, that truck is freaking fast. That thing flies. Joey, Eric, I never count you out.
Which car is Johnny Quick bringing is the real question.
He's bringing the orange car.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the orange car. And then you
Yeah,
got,
it's-
I don't know if you guys know, I didn't know, I know Nick Chapman real well, but the car that he tunes, the Landlord, which is another twin turbo, it's either twin turbo big block or Hemi. It's real fast. I mean, there's a lot of twin turbo big block stuff. So
You can never, you can never count out the Prestons or Hong or Logan.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say you got Isaac and Logan again, and that's a tough pair. Those guys can make a hit and then share the data with each other and do a lot of damage real fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, Charlie Brown ain't no joke.
we're getting him figured. I would bet pretty good money that we won't get out 60-footed that night.
So if I really, if I just had to, if we were just talking strictly stats again, if we're talking strictly stats and everybody had the perfect run, no issues whatsoever, I mean, I'd have to go with Joey.
Yeah,
I mean, just
That's a safe bet.
he's a pretty bad man.
if I was a bookie, you know what I mean?
Yeah, safe bet.
But everybody else is awesome too. That's the hard thing.
The thing I like about this list too is I don't know how like so you got Phil Hines, which Phil's a multi-time NMRA and MCA champ, which is cool. And then you got Gary Rowe, which Gary was multi-time NMRA champion back in the day. I mean, like 12 or 13 titles, something like that. So you kind of like some OG like class guys on here too, which is cool.
Phil ain't afraid to race anywhere.
No,
No.
I like that about Phil, dude. Like he's like, yeah, we'll just throw some slicks on the X275 car. Let's do it.
How sweet's it gonna be when I do a big wheelie against Phil again and he fucking loses? Hilarious.
That was my favorite race that ever happened at Cincy Street Nights. Eric, that race was so awesome.
I love
I
Phil.
know.
It's awesome, but man, it never gets old beating. I'll tell you that.
No, because he's so easy to poke at too.
Yeah. Dude, Adam
They're probably
Hildebrand,
10 minutes late too.
Yeah, he'll show up right at Talia.
Adam Hildebrand had me dying. So I apparently had like an input or output from the Holly come loose in the car. And so I landed the wheelie, and as I was slowing down, there was a bunch of sparks and stuff going off on my panel over there. I was, what is going on? And I guess it made a bunch of like kind of smoke down there. And everyone, the crowd's screaming and stuff. And I guess someone's like, what's going down on the big end? And Adam Hildebrand was like, that's Phil's tears or something.
Oh,
Phil's a great guy, man. He has bad luck a lot of times
He does.
too, spinning or hell, the one time eating the wall down there and
Well, it's not like he like the thing I like about Phil is like he that really is an X275 car. That's what he does with it mostly, right? So like when he decides to come do this stuff, he's just like he literally like, boys, let's throw some slicks on it. Maybe we'll put 100 pounds in the back. Like
And then in February, you'll see it down in Georgia.
yeah, you're like you can't not like that.
What else is cool is Phil's been doing this for a really, really long time, right? I mean, long time. And I have Snapchat, and I bet he's had that motor in and out 20 times this year. I mean, I think he's having some issues with it, but to still have that dedication and still want to do that, like I've done it plenty of times, and it's, you know what I mean, it's awesome. But man, I get burnt out sometimes. I'm like, man, I do not want to stay. I know exactly what it's going to take all night long. Do this. My ass is going to go get put out first round, but no, yeah. So sometimes you kind of say it, you know. But for to see, you know, been doing it for that long, and he still has the drive to like stay up late to make races. It's pretty cool.
I agree. So yeah,
It's a good list of cars, man. It really is. So
it is. Like I say, if I was a bookie in Vegas, I'd have to put Joey, but really anybody on that list could frickin' hammer the shit out of anybody else and go every round and get in the winner circle.
I feel like first round is going to be the one where you just see like, oh, I didn't expect that to come. Didn't expect that to happen. Like,
I agree.
That's what first round is going to be Friday night.
well, I'm gonna try I know people don't understand the whole dynamic of Cincy Street Nights, but like the racetrack is on the racetrack, right? Like we really don't have anything to do with that, and like I want them to scrape as much as they can every time.
I bet you do.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I want to, but you know, so that's kind of thing that's kind of been beautiful about Cincy Street Nights is like the track's always pretty good, but like you kind of don't know exactly what you're going to get because you just don't know. And I'll pick on Ricky because he's probably not watching. Ricky's the guy that's on starting line. That's always in a fantastic mood. He just never know how motivated he's going to be to scrape. Like, you know, like he might have drank 17 Mountain Dews that morning. And he's like, I scraped her to the 660 foot. So when I get there and I see that, I'm just as surprised as everybody else. Like people are asking me questions like, buddy, I didn't know if we were going to get it scraped at all. He went to the 8th, you know.
He's great.
You gotta like know how to take Ricky, man. Like he is like he gets on one, man, and like that's it.
That place usually that's one of my favorite parts is like you don't know what's going to happen first round, whether we're at one of your guys' prepped events or one of the no prep events. Like first round, you're not sure what's going to happen.
I don't care if I ever put on a prepped race again, buddy. I'll tell you that much.
And then pro mods are kind of cool to watch every once in a while.
Well, we do have another one, and I'm hoping that it's going to be better. But like, man, the prep small tire stuff locally.
You just got to call it medium prep.
It's not
like,
there.
For the racetrack, like it literally makes no financial sense because like you're trying to cater to the people, and I can say this because I was one, right? Like still am. Like I love radial stuff, but a local racetrack's never going to give a racetrack that most of these guys want. It's just not going to happen. And nobody likes to hit the down arrow, and I get it. Like, you know, you want to go fast, but like it's just tough, man. Like, cause they really like, you want to bring in like a Brandon Mass or a Sticky Mafia, like, you know, like that's when the racetrack comes alive, you know, for that stuff. But you're going to pay $4 to $5 grand to get one of them guys in there for the weekend. And like, you know, a lot of times that's the racetrack's profit margin, you know? So like, why would they even do that when we can have a no prep event? The only thing that's going to happen is people are going to complain that the racetrack's too good. But that's about it.
Put down some no prep.
Dude, the first Cincy, I don't know if anybody's ever heard this story. The first Cincy Street Nights we ever did, right? Edgewater was like, we were just getting back in swing and putting on events with those guys. Brandon Mass had been there for like a month, dude. And Brandon loves the glue. I mean, he loves it. And like, he was spraying so much glue that the concrete was popping. It was sticking to the tires. Like, that's how much glue we had. So the racetrack had sat for like 3 weeks. Nobody was on it. We're like, surely this glue has went away, right? Dude, we're throwing sand on it. We're washing it. We're driving up and down it with regular cars. Like, we're like, these people are going to be pissed. It was a mess.
Oh, yeah.
But it was so funny because for years, like everybody complained about Edgewater's like track prep, and then like when they finally get their crap together, nobody wants track prep anymore.
Oh yeah, yeah, it was awesome. Well, I think we about covered it all. What do you think? Did we leave anything out? Any sponsors? Anybody you want to shout out? Anybody want to say thanks to?
Just Edgewater, man. Like we were actually really crappy about getting sponsors this year. I hate asking people for stuff like that and just trying to track it down every month, and it just gets exhausting, to be honest with you. And like we were really just trying to concentrate on our business this year, so I just didn't have time. So Edgewater Sports Park, like if you see the Winleys, like a lot of times they get flack for stuff, but like man, they didn't have to do what they did. Like they took all their inheritance money from their dad and put it into that racetrack. Like they could have sold that deal and made a lot of money, and they didn't, right? Like they kept it open and they're trying their best. So if you see them, just tell them thank you, especially Rob. Rob's kind of the one that puts everything on, and I mean, you'll see him riding around the golf cart. But I've worked with not that many racetracks, but a few, and I mean, man, they always treat us so good, and they do. They try to make the right decision every time, and sometimes people don't think that's the right one, but no, they're trying. So yeah.
I think they've done an amazing job. I'm grateful for them. I'm grateful for all their efforts, and I love going down there, man. So I appreciate everything. I hope everybody else does too.
That racetrack, man, like it's just got a cool vibe.
It really does.
It does.
Ever since Thursday Night Lights, when I used to go way back in the day, I always liked going. But then we had those few years where everyone hated it, and now to see it all back to kind of way it, you know what I mean, close to what it is awesome.
That's cool. But no, I appreciate you guys supporting the event. I mean, we've kind of been doing it we did it for a year, and then we took a year off because of like everything with Dick dying and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's been doing it 4 years. I didn't think that we had the tenacity to put on events for 4 years. So, yeah, like, after doing it, man, for like 4 years, I'm like all the people that put on races, like I'm probably obnoxious about the amount of times I tell them thank you, but like, man, you learn some stuff about people you thought you knew. You know? Like,
Yep.
man, I'll give you all your money back and all the money in my pocket. Just stop. I don't care about it that much, dude.
Yeah, one a year is enough.
Man, I said something about that the last time. I got a lot of respect for people that do multiples a year.
Oh, well, track owners in general. I mean, you think about how you feel, but then you think about them doing that every day of the week, dealing with all that stuff.
Yeah, just put on an event every weekend, man. And like, trying to be a weatherman, trying to be all these different things for, it's, dude, that's a lot. I couldn't imagine the emotional up, down.
Yeah. So Friday, gates again. What time?
4 o'clock.
3:30.
First round, chip draw, stuff like that, be about 7. We will have the regular testing tune going for like the index guys. That'll happen. That starts at like 4. Really not that many people testing tune, but then of course small tire will be off the trailer. And then again, just to clarify, I have no idea how much Ricky's going to scrape. Depends on how much Mountain Dew he drinks. So, we might get 60 foot. We might get 330. We might get the whole. I mean, he might scrape the whole quarter mile. I don't know.
Which small go first?
What's that?
Is the 16 or the regular small tire going to go first, or what's
the 16 car shootout will go first? Yeah, we'll go first. So
awesome.
What do you guys think about first round call outs or not? What do you think?
I like them, especially if you let me do Eric's.
Yeah, but Josh.
What'd you say, Eric?
Yeah, Josh also likes chases a race.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, I wouldn't mind it. That ball gone.
I can't get into chases or race boys.
And
Yeah, I'm out on that deal. I've trained myself to leave as fast as possible, so I can't just take. I just can't. I see another race car move, I'm out. Like I didn't do my job.
Well, now if you do that though, then you got another job. You know,
Run somebody down.
Yeah, well, the nitro car doesn't have as much scramble as what the turbo car does, buds.
Sounds like you need another kit.
Add another button.
We're it's honestly not get sprayed that hard yet, but we're probably gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet. I know
By
it's
the time
coming.
the season's done, it's probably gonna have the X275 jet in it. So yeah. But
I believe it. I knew it'd take you guys probably this season to get comfortable, and next season you guys are going to be mean. You guys are going to be mean to everyone.
What's that going to be like? 420s?
It'd be the most like most X275 big block cars they'll run like a 60 jet. So, like Dean Moran, like nobody's watching this that matter. Like they'll start out with like a mid 50s jet. Like, Ron Rhodes runs his car with a 60 jet small block. I mean, that's not really a small. Well, it is, but you know what I mean. But that thing
small
goes,
block.
even with a lockup helps them mile an hour. But like what Ron's running right now, that PDRA stuff on the slick, dude, that thing's gone like 161 or 162 mile an hour with no lockup, like 500 cubic inch, small block with a 60 jet in it. Like, dude, that's freaking on a slick. Like, that's freaking rowdy, man.
It is.
Like the lockup, like that's like I think he's been an X275.
I love that car.
Oh, Ron is so awesome. He's such a good dude. But I think an X, so it has been like 170.
Yeah.
But yeah, to go 160 on a slick with no lockup, like, dude, that thing's making some steam. But yeah,
that's a cool class they're running right now too.
Yeah. So that's like Charlie's actually got 2 kits on it. We kind of did it like that, so we have a bit of a scramble, but like the class racer in us wants to do it on 1 kit because that's what we that's what we know. But yeah, it's been really fun, man, messing with the nitrous. I'll be honest, it's been really fun. So, but.
Sweet. Well, I think that's about it, everybody. Anybody got any? Nobody. Comments have been quiet.
Yeah, chat's been quiet tonight.
I guess we've done a good job of informing everybody.
I'm sure Thursday night will be a fun. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people there Thursday testing. So
yeah, I haven't. I kind of not publicized that because I wanted people to figure it out on their own. But yeah, there is. Like, if you come down on Thursday, you'll probably see a pretty good preview. I think most everybody's going to be there testing. So, but Edgewater has regular testing tune on Thursday. We'll be prepped, but it's as we've all learned that the prep and the no prep and whatever at Edgewater, it's all kind of the same bag of tricks. So yeah.
So I think if you want it extremely no prepped, what Jason is saying is leave a case of Mountain Dew at the gate for Ricky when he comes into work on Friday.
I was wondering where I could like Amazon one too or something.
And you'll get some good no prep on Friday.
Yeah. Well, the problem is, man, the surface is just set. Like, they've done a good job with the surface now, so it is tough to make it bad. So
yeah. Oh yeah. No. It's a good time. I mean, I like to see people go fast. So,
Chris,
we don't script shit. Just kidding.
Yeah, for your twin turbo big blocker, just want glue. You just want to spray it from 330 on.
4 years ago, I'm like, scrape it. Only the idiots can't freaking get down the track if they don't scrape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back to my little street car.
Man, you've come so far though, dude. I like watching you when you had your little nitrous LS motor in the car. That's cool.
That's a throwback right there.
It is.
Dude, Eric, like when like we first started doing Cincy Street Nights, he texted me like, "Hey man, you sure they're gonna let me through tech?" I'm like, "Yeah, but be up there. We'll figure it out together, okay?"
Oh.
Yeah, that thing was scary. Though I'll be honest.
You said mid fives with no cage, and you got an open face helmet. Like, yep, do it.
Right. Hey bud, you're gonna have to sign an extra waiver. They got these over here.
Oh, good deal, everyone. I think that about wraps her up. So, everybody have a good evening. Thanks for tuning in. Happy we could bring you all the updates. Friday, Cincy Street Nights, place to be. Saturday, there's a million places, but where would you prefer all of them to go, Chris?
No Prep Mania 6.5, the reschedule.
I like the reschedule.
Man, I'm bummed that you rescheduled it this because our partner on the car, Heath is out of town this weekend, so we kind of don't all race if we can't all go together. And man, I've been wanting to come up there. That little racetrack looks so cool.
It is way cool. Worth a visit.
It's fun.
Like, well, and I see
You'd have
not to
fun
keep
with
you
it.
guys on here, but this is Chris. I always see that the Super Stock F modified car that Ernie Neal.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
when I was a kid, dude, I've known like my dad's known Ernie forever, and like I would go up like 5-6 years old just to watch Ernie because he would be like grabbing 4 gears in the air. Like he's the coolest dude. Like I can't believe he comes to your guys' stuff. Like I was like, that is so awesome.
Yeah.
I love that
Yeah.
car.
Oh, it's
Yep.
iconic, man. Like he's had it forever.
Yep.
It's cool.
It is definitely cool. It is definitely cool for sure.
See you guys Friday.
All right,
We'll
boys.
see you.
Friday.
Friday.
Safe
I'll see
travels,
you on
buddy.
Thursday.
Yeah.
All right,
that's it. All right, Jason. Good
Have a good
seeing
night,
you, brother.
boys. You too.
Stay
Take care.
See you
Jason.
Friday.
All right, boys. See you.
Have a good one.
I might come down
Duncan.
Friday. Maybe.
I think it's gonna be a good time, for sure.
I don't work Friday. Well, they're out of the shop Friday because they're heading to MIR for the roll race event. So I have an off day. So come on, stop it.
Dude, I wanted so bad to come down and do streetcar takeovers roll racing. One of the guys at the shop was trying to talk me into it, and I had to wind up working, so I missed that. One of these ones I'm gonna get in and roll race just to say that I did it.
Do what now?
Yeah, roll race.
Poor guy. You gonna do it to me next too? I'm like, yeah, roll racing. Yee.
Man, it's just I gotta love all forms of motorsport. Man, I'll try it. I'll try anything once.
I'm fucking excited for Wednesday because I can't wait to see what this Lambo puts down on the dyno.
Ooh,
It's gonna be stupid.
I want to see it.
It's gonna be stupid. It shouldn't make every bit of 1700 wheel.
Ooh, that's crazy.
We're going to get fuel for it tomorrow. They've got it all bolted together. Everything's bolted together. All they got to do is wire up the Motec, and that's it. It's ready.
That's crazy.
So I'm excited.
Yeah, John agrees. Go live.
Yeah, I will. I 100% will. It's gonna be sweet. It's gonna be cool. I don't know if the owner's ready for anything of that powerful yet.
Yo, Jeff, chill.
Facts.
Listen, what I was saying earlier, I enter races is just like when donating to the pot. It's not like it's fast. I don't have any other choice.
I mean, Jeff, you didn't do that properly. What you should have said is, I mean to say Duncan likes that he has a coyote because he does, which
More
makes it
chains than
extra.
brains.
Appreciate you, John. So I'm going to go out and get my at least an hour a day in on the Blazer. Go do some tinker stuff. Friday, we'll see you guys all there. We'll be set up down by the Tin Soldiers booth. Stop by and say hi. I'll actually be filming, so I'll be out on the track. It's been a while. I was excited to actually film instead of going live. I was going to film Detroit. I was going to film Detroit Hood TV, but we got rained out.
That was fixing to be good. There was a lot of awesome cars there.
Yeah, I'm bummed. But be back September 10th. I'm bummed that it's the same, that the reschedule's on ties. The only thing I'm not bummed about is I think I can actually, I don't even want to say it out loud, but if I can get this thing fired up this weekend, and then we can get it on the rollers next week, I could probably be at Detroit Hood TV ready to go.
Oh, yeah. You said that Saturday, and I was a little excited about that.
It's close, and I actually had some help yesterday, and he's going to come back all week and help me in this weekend. And third hand makes this thing go like 30 times quicker. So the fuel system's plumbed. Pretty much everything's plumbed, and majority of it's wired. So I got to do some fab now, and we should be able to make motor noises this weekend.
Race car sounds.
And then we got to take it down to Tony's. Take it down to Tony's and put it on the rollers and get it tuned and get the shit started.
Woohoo!
Yeah. I'm a lot more enthused about it than I look right now. I'm just tired as fuck. I appreciate it, Boost. I do. So we're going to have some fun. This weekend, it's going to be a party all the way around. Everybody.
No matter where you go.
Go support wherever you want to go this weekend.
Get your Mountain Dews in like Ricky and get some shit done.
Bring me some Saturday, please.
No. Fist Pumper doesn't need Mountain Dews.
No yellows.
I don't think, do those have like a lot of caffeine in them?
Yes.
No, I don't think. Do they?
I don't know. Fucking, I wanted to do this for so long and Mike beat me to them, but look at those.
I didn't get a chance to grab one of those before it was pouring Saturday.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I kept wanting to do an official World Series of No Prep shirt, and I just never got around to it because we got a ton of merch in the beginning of the year, but fucking haven't had any time to sell it. So Mike will have these on September 10th too, so make sure you get one. They're awesome. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate you, buddy. Well, September 7th, John, you can go up there and grab your own. It's going to be a good time. Or September 10th. I said 7th, right?
Yes, you did.
Close enough.
So
September 10th.
Magnolia on the 27th. Even, what else was there?
The
Salem
27th.
Airport. Yeah, that's yours.
Oh, yeah. It is the 27th. Oops, sorry.
Yep, Jeff. We'll have our stuff in our we'll have our merch booth set up, and we'll have plenty of shirts. So this Friday. So come down.
You want to set up Saturday?
What else was there Saturday? Oh, KD and Salem and Jaspers. So nothing against anybody else's race, but I support my homies more than anybody else. So go Magnolia or go Jaspers. Limpy's on the flashlight at Jaspers at Onaganda, Onondaga, whatever. And then if not, there's those other two. Kind of sounded dicky. I'm sorry. Oh, is there streetcar brawl this Saturday too? You guys got to send me that. I didn't know that. Or go Brian's. Go up to 41.
Morocco.
Can we get a GoFundMe for Duncan to get a decent setup? Did you
He'll
just
get
post
there.
that?
Huh? I didn't.
Did
No,
you
I
just
didn't do
post
that. I did not do that. That was not me.
Who?
I don't know who. Yeah, I think I know who it was.
Are
Listen,
you coming up Saturday, Duncan?
right here, these. This was what I was after. I think so. Should very well be up there.
Sweet.
All right, everyone. Have a good evening. Have a good week.
You see who's in the comments though? That's Dylan in the comments. That's got to
I
be
know
like.
he must be on a shitter break at work. Little fucker. All right, everyone. I'm gonna go get my ass to work. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you
Go do
next
something.
Monday.
Bye.